Good morning. Well, had another soggy evening in the Ozarks, and Sunday morning. It's been a while since I've posted, but anyway, I just had something I wanted to share with you guys, and that's simply this. It's the story of Caleb in the Bible, and how he got a revelation of who God was in his life and who he was. And when he was 40 years old, Moses sent him to the promised land to spy it out, to see what was there. And he and Joshua were the only two spies that came back and said, yep, it's great, and yes, we can take it. And the rest, as we know of the story, is that the other 10 spies said, no, there's too many giants. It is a beautiful land, but there's no way we can do what God's called us to do. So they spent 40 more years in the wilderness. And then finally, Joshua and Caleb were the two that got to enter into the promised land. And Joshua was the leader of the children of Israel at the time. And so Caleb, he went out, he fought with the children of Israel for 5 years and helped secure the promised land that was required. And then he went to Joshua and he said, I'm 85 years old. And he said, I'm 80 or 85 years today. And so I don't know if that means that it was his birthday. But he said, I want to go up to the hill country. And he said, you don't even have to send anybody with me. Just allow me to go with my family and my people. And we're going to go take that land for ourselves. And he did. And he had such a revelation of who God was in his life. It was like nothing. 85 years old, he didn't want the flat land. He wanted the hill country because he saw that was who God had called. That's where God had put him. And some of us in our lives today, we hear the good news of the gospel. We hear how much God loves us. And then we get into trials and temptations and things that come into our lives, and it just falls. We fall flat on our face because we don't see it immediately. And when that happens, I encourage you today to think of Caleb. Think of 85-year-old Caleb. He would, for 45 years, he'd been thinking about making wells, planting vineyards, tending his fields, going up and taking the land. And at 85 years old, he just took his own family. They went and took the land. And he received God's promise. After he had fought for everybody else's promised land, he went and got his own. And so, I don't care what you're going through today. If you're getting bad reports, whether it be in your health or your finances, or just the devil's messing with who you are as the beloved, as the child of God, the one that God chose to be the mighty warrior for his kingdom today. You are a mighty warrior. As I always say, God chose you specifically. Got to flying in the way here. God chose you specifically to be where you're at, to spread the gospel to the world around you, to your family, to your friends, to your neighbors and your coworkers, to your church, to your students, to your teachers, wherever you're at in life. God put you there specifically to share the gospel, the good news, to share how much he truly loves you and how much he truly loves them. And if the devil's messing with you today, remember Caleb. Think back. Think about, these Old Testament heroes and what they endured, what they went through to get to the end game. And trust me, just a little bit in your life right now, just a few things is not going to be the end all be all. God put you here to do a job. He put you here to be loved, to be cherished. So don't ever forget that. You are the beloved. And I don't care what's going on in your life today. Focus on that. Focus on how much God loves you. Guys, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Memorial Day and have some good time with family and friends. Thanks so much. I appreciate you watching.